Alright everyone, Great Gonzo back at you again. I feel the need to clarify a few things after last time, because I was saying about unbiased reviews and this and that. I know that I come across as being very biased towards Nintendo. I love Nintendo. There's reasons for that, but that's also not to say that I don't appreciate other games. I much prefer the quality, the gameplay, the innovation that Nintendo provides. That being said, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some Nintendo games. Go figure, right? This is me we're talking about. We wouldn't talk about Nintendo games. But more particularly, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in my little folder here. Yeah, a little bit. You see that little indies folder there? That's what we're talking about. That's where we all know that's where I think the Wii U shines anyway. There's some great first-party titles that are on retail. They're great. But what I really like is the indies. Some of these, here, I'll just show you this page here. Yeah, about a dozen of them there. Some of them I know some of you guys will recognize. Other ones, maybe not so much. But it'll do. It's a fun little game. Granted, it is a Zelda clone. I don't care. I think it's fun. It's beautiful. Puzzles are cool. It's enjoyable. That's what I look like in a game. At least I would hope I would look enjoyable in a game. I know I don't now, but that's what I look for in a game. I think you know what I meant. Cloudberry Kingdom. Now that one. Yeah. I think that game almost sent me to the mental institution. Run, jump, run, jump, run, jump, run, jump, run, jump. Hit the ball, jump, die! That game becomes so frustrating at a point. It's the endless runner, jumper, platformer. It's fun. It's addicting. It can make you lose your sanity. And it's also multi-platform, so just because I'm talking about Wii U, don't get any crazy ideas there that I'm just talking about Wii U, because that's on other platforms too. Now, I don't know. Some of you know that I like Bear Box Media. And their things that they do. This, I love. Absolutely love. I played this for so dang long. I don't even know. I thought that my brain fell out of my ear. That music, there's something strangely soothing about it. It's kind of a puzzle-ish game. I mean, it's on the eShop. Check it out. There's something about it. It's just inherently fun, which is what games are supposed to be. Fun. Now, back to where we were at. I mean, honestly, I feel I'd like to see more levels on Internal Invasion. Some of the capsules are very difficult to acquire, I'll tell you that. But it's a fun game. I enjoy it a lot. And then Wooden Sensei, that one I waited for quite a while for. Fun game, good platforming. It does get a bit frustrating, but if a game's too easy and you're done with it, what was the point? You might as well just sit there and pick your nose or something. But now here, this one, I've had a bunch of you ask me on Twitter, because you've seen me posting screenshots. Because I was, honestly, I was amazed by the fact that it had achievements in it. Achievements in a Wii U game. Like, honestly, it blew my mind. I know there's several other ones that do it, but I wasn't expecting it. And it surprised me. But some of you have seen me playing it, seen the screenshots that I've posted, asked about it. It's called Rock Zombie. For the life of me, I don't even know who made it off the top of my head. Let me check. But basically, it's like a 3D brawler type game. Sort of thinking like Double Dragon. Created and designed by Criterion Studio and published by Enjoy Up Games. That's who, people. Enjoy Up Games. But basically, you're a rock band comprised of these witches. Okay. What you do is you go stage to stage. You know, think like Double Dragon. You know, you start at one and go to the other, and then boop, boop, boop. Okay, move along, you're done. But you're just whacking the crap out of these zombies with your guitars. But mind you, there's 3 women in the band. You play through, and as soon as you kill that last damn zombie, here they come running like they're gonna help. I mean, seriously, you just did all the hard work, and then now they're gonna come running and try and help you? Come on. That's what they need to be, the roadies. But that aside, that's just a little. I find that amusing. The game, I stumbled upon it on the eShop. It was on sale for like $3.99. I think it's normally like $5 or something like that. But it was on sale. I wanted something new. You know, I was just in the mood for something different. So I yeah, the price is right. We'll try it. Turned out to be pretty good. A lot of people have commented saying it looks like something straight out of the 90s. I have no problem with that. I loved the 90s. It was the greatest decade there was. Or at least the last great decade. I mean, there was a lot of innovation throughout the 90s. You know, we went, especially like in gaming, everything progressed so fast. And that's where a lot of these concepts, you know, I mean, a lot of them, they started out even earlier than that. But some of the stuff we use nowadays, it's directly out of the 90s. And you can, with the engine and everything and the way this thing runs, I would agree to that. It definitely, I'm having trouble thinking of a game to compare it to. With the progression, it seems very much like Double Dragon, like I said. But it don't use that as a de facto, oh, it's just like Double Dragon. Because it's not just like Double Dragon. I have trouble thinking. I can't think of another game to compare it to, so that's the closest I have. But I enjoyed it for $3.99. It's a good little time killer, no problem. And then we got a couple more. I'm gonna cut this one short because we've got Shovel Knight, which everybody knows is just fabulous. We're waiting on that DLC now, but that's how I'm going to call it a modern retro game, because it's retro styled, but it's a modern game. It's got a little bit of this and a little bit of that from both eras. This is a big part of the reason why I thrive on indie games, is games like this. It's just, it takes you, someone like me who grew up, I had a regular NES in my bedroom. I'd stay up in the middle of the night with the little 13-inch black and white TV. And then I got the color TV, and I was like, holy crap, Mega Man's blue! But I stayed up hours and hours and hours on the little black and white TV, just playing games like this. And I played Shovel Knight, and I'm like, holy crap! This is just like old school. Fell in love with it instantly. Paper Monsters Recut. This one, it's adorable. My daughter loves it, which any of you that have kids, when your kids love it, it's a winner. And that's the way this is. It's cute, it's adorable, it's fun. Once again, just like games should be. X-Type Plus, another game. Takes me back a little bit, but only to an extent. I mean, I've seen it considered a bullet hell shooter. At times I can agree to that. But when it comes to shooters like that, I want two things. I want either an old Capcom arcade cab from the 90s. Had to throw that out there for all you guys that were saying about Rock Zombie looking through the 90s. Or a Dreamcast. Because don't get me wrong, this is a good little game. It's I think it was like $2.99 on the eShop. They describe it as being a Zen shooter. I can get that. The music it really draws you in. It helps you to concentrate a little bit, and you flow. But at the same time, it's, for what it is, it's a good shooter. It's got different modes. You got a mode with the bombs, like in Geometry Wars. You got a mode without the bombs. It's a good game for what it is. It's no Armada on the Dreamcast. It's no Gunbird. So don't confuse it and think it is. It's no Life Force. But it's worth playing. I enjoy it a lot, and I like shmups. Now, Puzzle Monkeys. That one, I don't even know how to... I think that's what happens when you give the Tetris IP to a mixed group of monkeys and you give them high amounts of drugs and alcohol. I think that might be it. Because it's just like, I don't know. It's fun. It's almost like Tetris Attack. If any of you remember that from the Super Nintendo. You know, your little cubes, and it's got monkeys, and it's a puzzle game. That's why I like it. Other than that, I don't know. I enjoy it though. That's why I have it. Next two games, I know some of you are well aware of this. And there it is. That, my friends, I'm sorry, I don't know how to string the letters together to pronunciate that, but this fella is one of my favorite developers on the eShop, and that's one of those deals where I lucked into it. The original Block Drop U, once again, thanks Indie Gamer Chick. I got it from her in the Games Matter event. Awesome game. I knew nothing about it, aside from that I'd heard of it. And then I sat for hours. And hours. And hours. And then I bought Twisted Fusion. And sat for more hours. And more hours. Because now it's got the little hand-drawn cel-shade animated guys that I like. And I like it. It's a fun game. But anything, I would recommend checking things out from that particular developer. Check them out on Twitter. That I believe Pentapuzzle just released recently. If it didn't just release recently, it's supposed to be within the next week or two. Also a game from the same developer, which I fully intend on getting. It's on my mile-long list of gotta get it's. But that one, I haven't even played it. I've just watched videos. It looks kind of interesting, almost like a flat Tetris match. If you understand what I mean, it's like kind of like the toys growing up for the children, where they put the cubes in a certain shaped hole, and it only goes in a certain way. It seems kind of like that, but puzzle. Like, it's almost like playing Tetris on its side, it seems. Once I pick the game up, I will review it. I will probably post a video. Hopefully soon. But once I get it, I will let you know what I think of it. Last two titles, Ballpoint Universe Infinite. So far, so good. I mean, I like the art style. If you can't tell, I'm all about the art style. I'm getting sick of this, hyper-realistic crap. Is that everybody seems to be going hyper-realistic. We don't need it to be hyper-realistic. But Ballpoint Universe Infinite. It's like a platforming game, but it's also a shooter game. It's a mix mash. Like I said, I'm not that awful far into it yet. Only a couple levels, but so far I'm having fun. Most of all, I get a kick out of the little guy. His head, he looks all over the place. I don't know if you can see it real well here. Yeah, that little guy there looks like a bird. Yeah, that dude, he's funny. He just looks all around, and he's amusing to watch in game. That's all. And then the last one. This one. This one here. I don't. That, my friends, is another one. I have no clue how to even say that word. No clue. I know it's Last Stand. Zakisa's Last Stand, maybe? I don't really care how to say it because I enjoy playing it. You've got these levels here, you see, and there's that space station that I've been complaining about. But like, I guess what you do is you take those orbs, they're your space station or whatever, and you build them up. Mind you, this is what I think you do. I know how to play the game. I know I'm succeeding at the game because I'm racking up points, moving up in levels. So I know I'm doing something right. Like, you start out and you make it bigger, you power it up. You got these little, it's like a ghetto Klingon bird of prey. And they come. Things, they shoot them. The little balls, they shoot like laser beams or something. You got shields. You got to build this up, and then it's wave based. You get so many of these ships. They keep coming in. And it counts down, and then once you clear the level, you collect all your money, point things, and you upgrade and start the next level. It's interesting, and I don't think it. I think the sale just ended today. You'd have to check on the eShop, but it was on sale for 99 cents. How can you go wrong with that? I may not be able to explain the game very well. I may not exactly understand what is going on in the game, but I do understand that I have fun playing the game. That's why we play these games. To have fun. Well, I've wasted about 20 minutes of your time today with my little psycho babble about games. So, until next time, I'm sure I'll have something else to go on, in another day or two. Never know. Whoever does. But hey, until next time, keep thinking and keep gaming. Gonzo out.